Well, good afternoon and welcome back, National Soccer League fans. The ASC South is ready to get rocking and rolling in a divisional tilt between the St. Louis Charioteers and the Memphis Scouts. And the sun rays of summer still beaming down here, 5 in the afternoon in the Ozarks between these two teams. And it should be a real fun battle to watch on our hands. Summer of a sequence of signings and additions, departures, much the like we have never seen before. These two clubs no stranger to that as well. We have some lineup news coming for you in just a moment as we get a look at our players on the field now in the golden hour here in St. Louis. So now looking at the home side, Charioteers, a couple of changes. Gilberto Souza, long courted after from the Voyagers. They get him brought in this year. That is the only change to the starting 11 they have. They did lose Özkan Horn as part of that swap deal. And it's Fernandez and Foster Trader up top. Other than that, no changes. They did draft Akim Neumann with their first round pick this year on the bench at left back. We'll have to see if Blake Davis days might be numbered for him. Other than that, no other real changes. Scouts have a little bit more of an interesting lineup here. Let's go over that now, dive in. Sanchez is the starter, but they draft Didier Monkunk in the first round after trading up. How long will he retain his spot between the sticks? Joe Henderson, last year's rookie pick, is in the lineup as well in favor of Pasha Mikhailov, as well as Alejandro Cruz taking the spot over Marco Altuis in a surprising move. Has left the former starting forward frustrated on the bench. We'll have to see how that plays out and how long Cruz remains in that starting role, or if that is a permanent change. Of course, Charioteers fans will be trying to put behind them the not-so-distant memory of a 7-1 thrashing they played out here on the final day of the season at the hands of the Scouts, who were already qualified for the playoffs. Charioteers had already been eliminated at that point as well, and it was a disastrous campaign, their worst in Charioteers history. First time ever finishing in the bottom half, and off to an awful start there, just given away immediately. Here goes Cruz. What a start for the Scouts! And then equally poor there, given away. Souza better with the second pass, but Foster Trader off target. 2 out of 3 passes for the Charioteers have yet to connect with a teammate. Here come the Scouts. The Charioteers' defensive back line is the Achilles heel, but the offense was not spectacular either, to be just matter of fact. Good defending there from Blake Davis. Alva Rudsteka in a more advanced role now. The addition of Souza. Fernandez finds Souza. Back to Foster Trader on the wing. Is the ball forward for Gallagher. Running into space behind. Run on Gallagher. Nice turn, and then just another terrible pass from the Charioteers, who look like they're a little bit rusty, a little bit shaky coming out of the gate. Strong tackle from El Hakimi on Iskander El Ghazawi. Referee says it was all ball. More questions than answers from this Charioteers lineup. Didn't really do a whole lot to address many of those rumors. They had lost more players than they brought in, so it might be a year of suffering and searching and rebuilding as they continue to try to refine their feet. Hearing the rumors as well around the club, this is going to be the last year we have Alex Foster Trader in charge of the club after 10 years spell in charge. Here is Souza. Nice ball to Foster Trader. Going to drive it off the back of his own teammate. That just about sums up the Charioteers last season. And so far in this game, it's more of the same. Look at the alignment there, just positionally not correct. Scouts have not had much of the ball, but here they come with a nice bounce for Wilson, and Wagner gets sucked in. The space is opening up for Wilson on the return. Wilson to Hoover on debut, drives it just wide of the far post. Eichelman was surely beaten. Hoover, remember, had a tough middle of the season, got benched, but came back in his first game back off the bench, scored 4 goals as a sub, and reclaimed his starting role to answer any doubts. So that front three of the Scouts, though, is an interesting area to keep our eyes locked in on. Not sure how that will play out across the season, but Hoover is the starter today. So good chance there for the Scouts, looking certainly a lot more threatening when they get forward. Charioteers have seen certainly more of the ball, but haven't really done a whole lot with it. A lot of misplaced passes as well. That's a nice ball from Fernandez, though, to Foster Trader. Cuts it back. What a ball! What a save! Gilberto Sanchez somehow kept it out. Should have been 1-0. Rudstick denied from close range with a top-class save from Sanchez. Well, we talked about this last year when the Mayflowers drafted Emilio Rodejo. And, it's going to be a foul there on Wagner. It's going to be a red card here, I think. He's going to be sent off. The referee ran over with a real sense of purpose. No card at all, able to talk him down, but it's a very late foul. Not much contact in it. I think that's why he's been spared, but Wagner definitely one of the question marks on this team of see a long-term solution. Anyway, to go back to what we were saying, Camilo Rodejo and the effect that had on incumbent goalkeeper Levon Miller turned him into one of the league's best. So maybe the scouts are hoping for a similar reaction from Sanchez here, who has been at times a scapegoat, but also has been subpar at times in his performances. It's a hopeful ball, and that will be an easy collection for Sanchez. Scouts have yet to get a shot on target. Had two good chances, one blocked, one put behind for a goal kick. Here they come again, though, with Crabtree running behind. Cut back, brilliant. Cruz, and Wagner just gave up! But what a save from Eichelman. Shocking defending. Two great saves from the keepers, but the scouts still have it here with Wilson. Hoover left it short. Stavropoulos had his pocket picked. This is surely an odd one. Looking like a U8 rec game out there. Crabtree cuts inside. Trying to find the space. He's been given a penalty! Blake Davis bowling him over. It looked like he got the ball. It's a shocking call from the referee. Let's get a look here. Oh, it looks... I don't understand how he's given a penalty for that. He got the ball. It's going to be a chance for Crabtree, though, the spot taker since Hoover was benched. He hasn't given them a reason to stop taking them. So here goes Crabtree against Ian Eichelman to make it 1-0 to the Scouts. Oh, he's going for the chip, and Eichelman saves it easily. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. And Davis has spared his blushes, but I guess you could say ball don't lie. El Hakimi now down the line. Charioteers trying to use the momentum, turn this into a response. That's a nice ball from El Hakimi. Gilberto Souza. Off the arm. Is it going to be a penalty as well? It is! Oh, what a cruel turn of fate. Drama. Early stages here. Who will be the taker, though? Is it going to be Stavropoulos? We just saw another shocking call there. Two awful penalty decisions in the first half here. Stavropoulos, the captain of the Charioteers, the center back, was 1 for 2 from the spot last season. What can he do from 12 yards against Sanchez? Stavropoulos. He scores! Captain Fantastic delivers the opening goal. The Charioteers take the lead in controversial circumstances here. Nikomako Stavropoulos with the first goal of the season for the Charioteers from the penalty spot in front of the home crowd. We're not going to get another look at the replay that led to this. Let's focus on the penalty for now. It's coolly slotted home by Stavropoulos to his favored right side. Normally goes high. This one he just passes low. That's a lovely placed penalty. No chance, even if Sanchez goes the right way. But let's talk about the context of the penalty that was given. And we saw one at the other end saved by Eichelman. It was a terrible penalty from Crabtree. And then given another shocking handball call. We've already seen 3 bad ones this season. There was deliberation in the offseason about that handball rule. It was chosen to stay, and we're already seeing the ramifications of that for our opening week here. Charioteers have the lead. Here goes Cruz. Wagner just barely gets a foot in. Souza. Watch stake. Clever ball to get it off the foot. Right in stride to Gallagher. Who can cut inside. Nice move from Gallagher. Cuts back. Boston Trader from close range. What a save from Sanchez to keep it at 1-0. Henderson there recovering. That's another great stop from Gilberto Sanchez. Scouts now trying to turn this into a counter. There's a lot of space behind. Cruz has been giving the defense all sorts of problems. Stavropoulos sucked out of position. Charioteers trying to adjust. Here comes Cruz. That one's been given away. A foul, bad foul there from Joe Bunting. He's in the referee's book. A yellow card. Splattered into one on Gallagher on the wing there. Those two have been going at it all afternoon. Frustration's already boiling over here in this divisional rivalry. Let's get a look at it here. Skips away. And, oh my goodness, that is just an atrocious challenge from Joe Bunting there. His fellow Joe teammate having to calm him down. That was a crunching tackle. It's lucky that Gallagher wasn't seriously hurt by that. El Hakimi to take this. That's a clever little ball into the pocket for Rutschdeka, who's wide open. Fernandez. Boston Trader running on. Nice movement here, and then given away by Foster Trader. Spoke too soon. Charioteers trying to get back in their defensive shape. Scouts trying to take advantage here on the counter. There could be space behind with Cruz. Cruz got pace to run at defenders, and here he goes. Cruz left it a little short, but it's got to its target. Hoovered in there. Crabtree! Eichelman able to hold it through the traffic, trying to restart it quickly here. He really struggled in this area with his distribution last season. That one, a couple favorable bounces for the Charioteers. 10 minutes to go. It's 1-0 to the home side through a penalty from this man, Nikomako Stavropoulos. Still plenty of time in this half and in the game as a whole. Another giveaway in the final third for the Charioteers, not really connecting Concentrator and Fernandez at the moment as they would have hoped. It's a nice ball for Cruz, who's in behind the line, and Eichelman with a big save, and the frustration growing from the goalkeeper, who had a pretty torrid season in his new colors, but he's been big today. A kick save. Cruz nearly gets rewarded for his inclusion in the starting lineup today, but just denied by the boot of Eichelman. Short corner, no one out to cover it. Wilson is unmarked if they want him. Whipped in instead toward the back post. Gallagher able to head it away, but only as far as DeConta. Clever touch from DeConta. Into Wallaby Wilson, who was such an important player for this team last season. So too this man, Crabtree. Nice ball inside to DeConta. Bounces back off Rajsteka. It's an awkward one. Davis lunged in, and that one wasn't given. Seemed like more of a 50-50 call for a penalty than the actual penalty that was given, but it's a corner. Scouts pressing for an equalizer here, and they've got 5 minutes in the first half to try and find one. Crabtree to take again. No short option this time. Didn't use it last time either. Looking to the edge of the box now. Wilson's header's dangerous, and Gallagher the man to clear it again, but a bit of a miscommunication from the defenders and the goalkeeper there. Scouts are controlling this first half, 70% possession so far, but no goal to show as of yet. That one's blocked by Stavropoulos in front. Clever run. DeConta Shirley. What a save from Eichelman, and Cruz into the empty net. Misses wide. Somehow the Scouts just cannot score. It's a tough technique. It's bouncing out to him at some spin. And Stavropoulos actually does well to close down the angle. He's trying to just wrap his foot around it, and it bounced up off the top of his foot. But Eichelman, what a half he's had. After a shaky preseason and a shaky last season with his new club, he has been outstanding to keep the clean sheet intact, but they cannot keep giving up so many chances. The Charioteers are really on the ropes here at the moment. They just cannot get any of the ball right now. And Rajsteka's gone down holding his arm. That does not look good. He might be dealing with a potential wrist or shoulder injury here. Hoover, this is surely the opening goal. What a save for Eichelman! Cruz has been all over, peppering shots at this Charioteers goal, but he just can't get past Ian Eichelman. They really should be level here, to say the least. Charioteers have not done anything to deserve this lead. They'll be really thanking their lucky stars if they can get into halftime without conceding here. But the pressure is mounting. You got a feeling a goal is coming sooner rather than later at this rate. Yeah, confirmation to Rajsteka grabbing that arm still. Fernandez heading that away. Not far away. Crabtree's going to get another bite at the apple here. Here he goes. Into 3 minutes of added time. Space opening behind. Wagner in the way. Souza gets it off just in time. Here is Boston Trader. Charioteers trying to break on the counter. Kennedy has hardly had a kick of the ball. Bit of skill from Fernandez there. Boston Trader cuts inside. Fernandez, back post! Oh, what a save! It should have been 2-0. But these goalkeepers are in inspired form today. Look at that. Clever run from Juan Fernandez, and somehow he thinks all he needs is some kind of a solid contact and he'll score, but Sanchez, exceptional goalkeeping. First corner of the match will likely be the last action of the half as Gallagher looks to swing this one in towards the two big center backs, Wagner and Stavropoulos. Boston Trader on the end of it. Crabtree in the way. And that should do it. There is the halftime whistle. It's a really, really nervy 1-0 lead. There's been so many chances, mainly from the Scouts, and a few at both ends, and it's amazing it's only 1-0 on the score. A penalty from Stavropoulos after one was missed by Crabtree at the other end is the difference in the two sides at the break. We'll be right back to bring you the second 45 on the National Soccer League Network in just a moment. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. 1-0 lead to the home side, but it's been a pretty lucky performance so far. They've given up a lot of chances, relying on 6 saves from Eichelman. Althaus has come on for Cruz. Not a big surprise there. So many chances for Cruz that were not finished off. Not exactly at a premium. He had moments. Rajsteka has been injured in this first half as well. Nice tackle there from Gallagher. Hernandez trying to return the favor. They're trying to sort of speed out. Nice skips away from the defender easily. In towards Juan Fernandez. And Joe Henderson heads it away in the battle of the sophomores there. Only as far as El Hakimi, though. Gallagher's been showing some flashes of pace on this wing here. And he wins a corner. Bunting in real trouble on a yellow card. Has to be careful. Cannot lunge in. And Gallagher trying to take advantage. First half ended with the Charioteers corner. This a early corner in the second. Trying to deliver a good ball here. Gallagher's header into a good area. Henderson has to hack it away. As far as Seth Wagner. Quick pass. Kennedy on the turn. Bunting puts it out for a throw. Hakimi to take this one. Quickly done towards Fossen-Trader. Trying to wriggle free of the defenders. Flipped in another corner. Henderson, given the modicum we've operated under today, is lucky that wasn't given a penalty. The arm was up and there appeared to be contact, but I suppose it all evens out at the end of the day. Kennedy to take the corner. Oh, gosh. Trying to work space toward Fossen-Trader. Headers in off of Henderson. Another corner. Now it's the Charioteers turn with a flurry of attacks. Fossen-Trader thought he had his first goal of the season. Joe Henderson stays brave in the face of danger. Gets a temple on that ball to knock it over for another corner. Ready to take. Deeper towards Stavropoulos this time. Good ball, and Balboa's up and away. Stake heads down. Davis. Josemi, I think Fernandez had drifted offside anyway, so scouts carry away from their defensive area now. DeConta. Nice ball to the middle of the field. Here come the scouts on the counter charge. Altaus, first touch of the day. Hoovered, space in behind. Wagner's been sucked way out of position. Altaus! What a save from Eichelman again! He is in inspired form today. They need more from him for the money they paid, and so far he's delivered. But how many more chances can they concede? Clear-cut opportunities, that's the difference. The Charioteers have had a lot of possession around the Scouts' goal, but nothing really to show for it. We've got a change here, double change. Fernandez and Gallagher coming off for Bowers and Jimenez. Interesting changes here for the Charioteers. Not sure what the impetus is for either of those two. Gallagher had been pretty solidly performing on that wing. Kennedy heads away. Henderson driven in. Wilson might have a crack here, and does. Eichelman able to handle that ball with some ease. Kennedy able to sort his speed out just in time as Hakimi goes long for Andrew Bowers. Here goes Andy Bowers. The skill carries on. There's two in the middle. Jimenez, the one he picks. Henderson heads away. They have dominated in the air today, the Scouts, so far. Gazawe wriggles free of Hakimi. And now space in the middle. Scouts have looked really surefire and intent with their passing. Wilson skips away from one. Altaus on the far side has a man. Hoovered. Crabtree, Altaus. Deflected! Oh my goodness! Should have been in. A real pinball moment here off of Seth Wagner. That could have gone anywhere. Completely wrong foots Eichelman, who would have had no chance if that was in the goal. It drifts just under the roof of the net instead. Another change coming up here now. It is going to be the Scouts, or rather the Charioteers. Their third change of the day. Kennedy's off for DeMarcus Berger-Wagner. We just passed the hour mark and the Charioteers are out of substitutions. What a strange choice. Scouts made the one at halftime, but none since. Crabtree to swing in towards Jimenez, away. And Balboa has it back for Crabtree. Game has really come in spells for these two teams. Hoovered, backed into by Stavropoulos, who bodied him off it. Jimenez. Henderson and Fossen-Trader battling. Fossen-Trader wins it. Cuts inside. Good drop of the shoulder from Fossen-Trader. Going to try one from range, and it was an ambitious effort, to say the least. Ends up as a goal kick for the Scouts. I've got to say, Jimenez isn't really helping him out. He does drag the defender, but he's not an option because he's offside that entire time. He really doesn't leave Fossen-Trader with much of a choice. He could have gotten a little closer. Here's Penalty goal from Nikomako Stavropoulos, still the only scorer in this game. And we have to see if the Scouts can break through here in the 20 minutes that remain. This might help with Hoover carrying forward. Still Hoover. Wagner did well enough. Bowers better from the Charioteers in the midfield. Souza has been quiet on his debut. Jimenez has been really struggling his past couple seasons after such an immaculate start to his career. And now here goes Wilson. Just chose the wrong option. And Eichelman and Stavropoulos a little bit nervy. Works out in the end, though. There's the Eichelman we know. A distribution error again. Here goes Crabtree. Hoovered. Altaus. Hakimi just in time. Gets it away. Concentrator. Bowers. Gonna spring one free for DeMarcus Berger Wagner. It's a lovely ball. Wilson can't get there. Wagner just couldn't find the ball inside. He was so open too. Just couldn't find him. Davis. Charioteers looking for the second goal to try to kill the game off. It's really tightly in the balance at the moment. Here's Souza. Wide to Davis. The battle with Sakin and Wilson, who just nudged him off it there. Easy enough. Excellent defending from one of the league's best in Wilson there. Here is Altaus. This could be a big giveaway because they've got numbers forward here. It's a handball off Souza, but will play on. Wilson. Charioteers are really out of sorts at the moment. They've got to try to get back. They're not going to. It's going to be off the post. Should have been a goal again. How many chances? The Scouts still have it here, but that ball is wayward and going to go out for a throw-in. 15 minutes to play. The Scouts just can do everything but score at the moment. Stavropoulos. Really interesting choice here. Wow, put Eichelman in a real spot of bother. Why on earth would he do that? And it could be costly as well, because here goes Wilson. Nudge through. Stavropoulos recovers for his big error. Rajsteka. Jimenez on the turn. Has support inside if he wants it. Goes back instead to El Hakimi. Bowers. Hakimi wins a throw-in, but a substitution for the Scouts with 10 minutes to play. We'd assume it's going to be an offensive one. It is James Hummel making his debut for his new club. Boyhood Scouts fan on for the captain, Dekanta Josemi. And have to see what he can do here in the 10 minutes that remain. Rajsteka is calling for a sub. I don't think he realizes they're out of changes for the day. Wide ball from Souza is a nice one. Here's Berger Wagner. Nice ball. Rajsteka. Trying to nudge it on. Wilson is just excellent defending again. Davis pinches it back, but James Hummel's in the way there. Trying to be the hero for his hometown club. Wilson springs it long, looking for him. It's Hummel! Oh, he's hit the post again! Oh my goodness! What a story that would have been! Souza just clears the line. 5 minutes to go here. It has been a real thriller despite the low score. Still time. The Scouts are knocking on the door. They've had so many chances. Eichelman has been exceptional, and the goalpost has blocked 2 efforts. Rajsteka, big challenge for the Charioteers there. Concentrator trying to just keep this ball forward, away from their goal. Foul comes in. We'll play on. Rajsteka wide to Bowers. How much added time is there going to be when it's all said and done? Just 3 minutes of regulation time left to play. Ogazawa launches forward. There's plenty of space for Altaus here. Stavropoulos trying to track the run, but he hasn't quite got there. But Wagner gets across. It's not dead yet, though. Hoovered. There's space in the middle. Surely this is it. Eichelman saves. It's a corner for the Scouts. Oh, goodness. What a day for these 2 goalkeepers. Sanchez has had some really good saves, and Eichelman, just the sheer quantity of stops. You figure it's got to go in eventually. This could be the moment. Bunting to swing in. It's a good ball. Teasing into the back post. Balboa through the traffic. There it is. Wallaby Wilson silences the Coliseum. And you have to say, it has been coming for quite some time. The Charioteers try to pin back and defend their lead. And the pressure is broken. No chance. Eichelman gets a hand. Maybe should do better. It's a fiercely struck volley, though. in the setting sun here in the final minutes. And they concede in stoppage time to send this game likely to extra time. But the way the Scouts are playing, they could nick all 3 points here in regulation.
Goal for Rochdale, number 42, Stephen Dooley.
We mentioned it all game long. You just cannot allow that many chances on your goalkeeper. At some point, something is going to drop. Shocking play from El Hakimi. They're just dribbling right into the defender. He's done it twice in a row there. That could cost him the game. What is he doing? Crabtree, there's numbers here. Souza trying to get back, desperate defending. Concentrator now. He get on his horse, but looking rather tired out there. Here goes Bowers. Hakimi into Concentrator. It's an awful ball from Concentrator there, and that's going to do it for full time. It's 1-1. You have to say the Scouts definitely deserve to be level at the end of it all. We'll have golden goal extra time in this rivalry as these two teams unable to be separated as it stands. Be right back to bring you the conclusion. Welcome back to Golden Goal in the Golden Hour here, National Soccer League fans. All tied up courtesy of a late equalizing goal from Wallaby Wilson. The Scouts have taken control of this game. A yellow card for excessive celebration, but he won't care because he might get in again here. Hoover to win it quickly. There he is at the back post. Oh, the cutback was on. Just couldn't quite pick him out. Charioteers really on the ropes now. Having trouble completing a pass at the moment there. Really struggling in this game. The Scouts knocked on the door for 90-plus minutes, and it took them until 90-plus to find the net with a sweet volley from this man here, Wallaby Wilson, who steps in. Easy challenge. Hoovered. Hummel to win it. Hoovered's there at the back door, and it's a goal kick. What a save from Eichelman. James Hummel denied again from close range. We can't point the finger at Eichelman today. The defense from the Charioteers has just been apoplectic. Or rather, he's been apoplectic at them because they've just been non-existent back there. Just letting them, Scouts, attackers, walk on through. Have to see if this back line stays. Oh my goodness. Eichelman is stat padding, I guess, because that was just awful. Just gave it right to the attackers. What the Charioteers are really fooling around at the back here. Get lucky with it there. Henderson, a little bit lackadaisical, given away. Here is Bowers. Concentrator back to him, and some heavy pressure. Jimenez. Bowers. Rajsteka. He is wilting in this game. He's been injured for some time. Oh, Jimenez is in! Marco Jimenez, what a save from Sanchez! The goalkeepers in this match are battling out a historic rivalry. How did he not score here? Oh, what a stop. Full starfish mode from Sanchez. Charioteers were down and out. They've got a chance now. They really should have won it there, but the Scouts have had, again, every good chance the Charioteers have had. The Scouts have had at least 3 or 4. It's Bowers to take this corner. Swinging towards Wagner. Header is bouncing around in there. Balboa able to dribble this one out. And now the counter charge could be on here for the Scouts. James Hummel's been a welcome addition off the bench for this team. And now here goes Hoover to the foot race with Blake Davis. Interesting choice there. There's been some strange ones today. A little bit of getting off the rust. Steka just gets it off his foot. Souza. Concentrator ran into Balboa. Couldn't get rid of it. Ogasawa looking for the ball through the line. Wagner, just in time. Rajsteka. Jimenez, really weak pass. Just another terrible pass. Both these teams really struggling as the game goes on, but that's a nice ball. Hoover asking the question, can he tease in a cross? Circles back around. There's numbers, though, with Wilson to win it off of Bunting's arm. It looked like a penalty for a moment, but it was a handball on a Scouts player. Maybe an offside, actually, but either way, it was a free kick to the Charioteers. Yep, offside and a handball. 2 wrongs don't make a right, unfortunately, for the Scouts here. Both teams out of subs into added time of the first half of Golden Goal. Oh, I lied. We've got to change. Mick Kalov is coming on for Dino Balboa, the last change of the day. I miscounted. Trying to shore up that back line, freshen up some fresh legs. What? Should run this clock down for the first half, and maybe one more chance for one of these two teams. If not now, then in the second half of extra time. Here's Bowers. El Hakimi taking the space that's given to him. Still going forward. Nice ball to Foster Trader through the line. Bowers now carries on. Does he want to throw in? No, he hasn't, because the referee's blown. We were over the 2 minutes of added time, and it will end 1-1 still after the first half of Golden Goal extra time. Right back with the second and final 15 before the shootout, with one last chance for one of these two clubs. We're all level here in the opening match between the ASC South, the Charioteers, and the Scouts, deadlocked at halftime in extra time. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. This is the last call, final chance for these two to try and grab 2 points in a Golden Goal format. Who will have more energy here? Each team is out of substitutions and some tired legs out there at the moment, as you can see there. Scouts getting in each other's own way there. Here's Bowers. That's poor. It's very poor. It's just kind of giving the ball away. The Charioteers have really struggled to keep possession in this one. Nunez did well to win the header. Here's Radsteka. Quick tempo now to Foster Trader. Souza. Oh, nice ball over the top for Foster Trader. Good control as well. Back to Souza. Jimenez looking for space to nudge it on, and Wilson tracked the run all the way. Excellent defending from him. It's been another great showing at right back, as he so often does. Souza wins the header. Bowers on the turn. Good movement in the battle with Bunting, who has to be careful on a yellow card. Back to El Hakimi. Can he whip it across? Nice ball. Foster Trader on the turn. It's there for Souza, right into the arms of his fellow Gilberto Sanchez. I think it was Berger Wagner actually who had the chance there, and he's on the ball again here quickly. Massive touch, though, gives it away freely to the Scouts, and now here they come on the counter. Crabtree going the wrong way at the moment. Maybe forgot. Had to change ends 3 times in this one, of course. Bunting out wide. El Hakimi going to meet him. Oh, Bunting's got beyond him, though. Can he whip it across now? Drilled back. It's a nice ball for Crabtree. In the middle, Gazawe to win it! Charioteers caught out again with some shoddy defending, and the Scouts have got it here in extra time. It's El Gazawe with the winner. Well, you have to say, given the amount of chances, it's probably fair. I think the Charioteers were lucky to be in the lead for so long, and duly noted by the defeat here as El Gazawe sinks them with a sublime effort around the slightly outstretched leg of Stavropoulos. And that ends this game here. Charioteers go from leading in the 90th minute to losing in Golden Goal to El Gazawe. And that about sums it up for this club at the moment. The Scouts, away fans in limbs. Another win over the Charioteers, who are winless against the Scouts in their last 5 appearances. I'll leave you here with the full match highlights. We'll be right back with some more coverage of the National Soccer League Network in just a moment. Frick, man! I mean,